Hi, it's Frankie, and I hope your week was good. Here's some news, okay? Here we go. Let's see. Where are you? Okay, well, first of all, the first thing I want to tell you is guess what? Melania's parents are now citizens of the United States. Yes, they used chain migration to make it happen. You're familiar with chain migration. It's the very tool Donald Trump absolutely hates. That's right. It's when green card holders or legal U.S. residents sponsor a family member to immigrate to the United States. In fact, the Department of Homeland Security says almost 805,000 people used chain migration to get here in 2016. That's right. Between 60 and 70% of all lawful permanent immigration to the United States has its roots in families, and that is a good thing. And we welcome anyone's family members here. We love the fact that you're coming. The problem is, Donald Trump is very much against chain migration. I mean, so here he is all the while talking for the past couple of years about ending it, and all the while on the DL, he was getting his wife's parents here using chain migration. That is typical Trump. I will tell you something. When he's against something, all you have to do is look under the covers, and 9 times out of 10, that is exactly the thing he's doing. That is Donald Trump, okay? Now, speaking of Donald Trump, let's go to some business news where the American worker, we'll talk about the American worker and Indianapolis factory Carrier. Now, of course, you remember Carrier because, of course, that is the company that Trump takes credit for keeping here in the United States and for saving more than 700 jobs. Well, today sales are reportedly very strong at Carrier. Overtime at Carrier has been increased and 150 laid off workers were called back. All sounds good, doesn't it? But workers reportedly say that on some days as much as 20% of the workforce is absent. Oh yes, they're absent on a job, folks, where they work up to 60 hours a week. And this is mandatory overtime, people. You do not have a choice, and you work 6 days in a row. So why are they absent? Who knows? Do you think many of them are just plain exhausted, too tired to work? And tough luck for the workers, because guess what, folks? Carrier, which is a unit of United Technologies, a publicly traded company. And guess what? That United Technologies stock is on the rise straight up over the past year. So as you know, in America, it pays to work you like a dog. This time, last year, the United Technologies stock was $116.89 a share. And today it's $134.71. Working you like a dog. Now, did you hear about this in California? This is really, really disgusting. A 71-year-old Sikh man was just walking down the sidewalk by a park near his home in Manteca, California. It happened one early morning this week. 2 hooded men apparently walked up to him. One repeatedly kicks him. They knocked him down. He fell. He hit his head on the ground. They spit on him. They left him lying in the street. And just so you know, one of the young men who reportedly did it, do you know he was the 18-year-old son of the Union City, California police chief? And people, he is an African American. That's right, people. So remember, yes, African American people are often the victims of tremendous and terrible racism, but we also have to make sure that we are not perpetrating racist acts, okay? And finally today, remember Sean Young? She's the actress from Blade Runner. She played Rachel, and she recently starred in the TV show The Alienist. Well, New York police apparently want to talk to my dear. They say they want to know if she was involved in a burglary where 2 laptops and software worth $12,000 were taken. And she's had some hard times. The press reported that she dated actor James Woods, and he said that she was a stalker who sent him and his girlfriend pictures of corpses and mutilated bodies. So I don't know if any of this is true, but we certainly wish her well, Sean Young. If you are in trouble, we hope you get the help that you need. I'm Frankie Haliburton. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week with a whole nother little bitty week in review. Thanks for joining me.